Good morning. Good morning to all of our Bolivian supporters out there. It's been a while since I've been live on this platform. A little while. I don't go live on here often. Something I need to change. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it on these late nights sometimes. When I got work to do. That's exactly what I'm here to do, some work. So let's get it. First up, what we got? Where's my notes? Where's my notes? For those that come in and watch the replay, please, I'm asking you to hit that like button. I got to do a better job to get this channel from off. I think it's shadow banned, honestly. It's my first channel, but it's been under so much attack from YouTube, some controversial stuff that I talked about in the pandemic, and then got this situation where I'm talking about politics, and I'm talking about, let me take that message right there, donation link. I'm talking about politics, I'm talking about all types of stuff, so, so I got it right here. Let me start the recording. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bono VNR, and we're here with another one. All right, make sure you follow me on Bono VNR Clips, Bono VNR 2.0, and Bolo TBV. Follow me on all platforms. Please hit that like button as you come through the door. Thank you kindly. In this one, we're going to be exploring 3 speeches all in one. One from Kimberly Thompson. Ooh, she is a fire. Cleveland Tomlin, young, brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Fenton Ferguson, Dr. Fenton Ferguson. All right, Dr. Fenton Ferguson. Let's get that right. So let me take this off the screen real quick. Let's get into this, man. Without any further ado, I'll give to you, Kimberly. Let's get it.
Comrades all, good evening. I must specially recognize the General Secretary of the People's National Party and the candidates for St. Thomas East and West, Comrade Roshaw and Comrade Hubert Ryan Williams. Comrade Hubert Ryan Williams. Comrades, this evening, PNP business in St. Thomas is serious. We have a situation in this parish where they said that they cut a ribbon to give us a highway. And I see them campaigning about the highway. But since the ribbon has been cut, them not stop cut up the road. You're going to pamphlet the road cut up. You're going to poor man's corner the road. So I'm saying to the Prime Minister, put back the ribbon together because the road is not ready and it never ready for you to cut it. Comrades, in St. Thomas again, we have a situation where it was a beautifully packaged scam. They said to us, we are giving you a building where you can go and take care of all your business. All the government agencies will be there. And we say, all right, that not sound like a bad plan, but we never know, say, it was a big tax burden to us. $10.33 million for 1 month's rent. Comrades, imagine that. $10.33 million for rent for 1 month. These people that don't care about us, they are for the deep pocket investors. They have come to rape and raid this beautiful parish of its resources, and we cannot have that. What the People's National Party has presented to you are 2 St. Thomas natives. Them born and grow St. Thomas. They went to Morant Bay High School. They have given great service to the people, and they are promising that they will build up their constituencies. What we see happening in St. Thomas now, comrades, it is a downright shame, and we must send the signal when the election is called and ensure that we get 2 PNP members of parliament. And tonight, comrades, I also want where the Minister of Local Government was labeling taximen as evil. So taximen, tonight, I say to you, on election day, you will get one good ballot. So make good use of that ballot and vote for the People's National Party. We also have a situation where the government agencies are labeling farmers who are farming on government land as squatters. The People's National Party is here to support our farmers and ensure that you move your business from a ground to a big farm business. The People's National Party will ensure that our farmers get the support that they need. You won't hear nobody in the PNP labeling you as squatters. So farmers, when the election is called, place your bet on the People's National Party. And finally, comrades, I must say to you that these 2 candidates, una look upon them good, una know their good ways, and una know their bad ways. You know where to find them. Stick to the person that you know. So it's a simple task. The energy is electric. I can see that you are ready. And I want you to ensure that your neighbor is ready, and your children are ready, and your friends are ready. Because on election day, there's only one choice. Marky G, my G, your G, our G, the People's National Party. The word is love, comrades.
Oh, damn. I think we could end it right there. We don't need to go any further. She just nailed it. Wow. Wow. Kimberly. Big ups to you, ma'am. Now we got Mr. Cleveland Tomlinson. Here we go. Now look at that, man. The people came out.
Are you ready? St. Thomas, are you ready? You have to be ready. Because there's a race that we must run. And there's a victory to be won. Give us power. Give the People's National Party power so we can do the people's business. Victory is on the horizon. The People's National Party will make it to Jamaica House, and Mark Jefferson Gordon will become Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrades, are you ready? Let me greet the comrades on the platform, comrades in the audience. Respect is always due. There's an attempt to make mischief. There's an attempt to characterize the PNP as troublemakers in this election. But we decree and declare that no weapon that is formed against us shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against the candidates of the People's National Party, we condemn it, and they shall be brought down, because victory is on the horizon. This evening, I want to talk to you very briefly about
Hold on, Comrade Cleveland. Comrades of Western St. Thomas, what's the boss himself for walking? Make some noise for your council, your next member of parliament, your warrior and defender, Comrade! Get back to it, Comrade Cleveland.
you have just welcomed your next member of parliament because he will be walking up that street to Gordon House and he will sit in the parliament to represent you. But I want to talk to you very briefly about the kind of economy that we have today. Your economic circumstances, comrades, will not improve under the Jamaica Labour Party. In fact, the hardships that you face today will become worse if we make the mistake of putting back Andrew and his crew in power. We cannot allow that to happen because we want a better life not just for some Jamaicans, but for all Jamaicans. They want to rewrite history. They want to undo all the positives that the PNP did when it was in office. But we know that it was the People's National Party. We know that under the PNP, we have shaken the foundations of inequality in this country and shifted the scale of justice towards the common man. We have always acted in favor of the common man because we have never been a party of convenience. We have always been a party of commitment, of purpose, and a party that works for the common man. So the reality is that whilst the government boasts about low unemployment rate, if you look beyond the headline figure, you will realize that the quality of jobs that are being created are not jobs that can sustain a quality of life in this economy. The reality is that if you work for 1 hour, you're classified as employed. If you work for 5 hours in the week, they regard you to be employed. 1 hour of work, 5 hours of work for the week cannot sustain you in Andrew's economy. So we say no to low-paying jobs. We say no to jobs that cannot afford you a quality of life that you deserve, that cannot give you the dignity that you deserve. The People's National Party fundamental objective is to ensure that you can sustain a high quality of life. And we will do that by growing the economy. We will grow the economy so much so that we'll be able to attract and generate high quality jobs that can give you the kind of income to afford a proper living in this economy. We're going to focus on reducing energy costs. I spoke on Sunday at our youth rally in Kingston that energy costs is a significant part of why you're facing higher prices when you go to the supermarket. When the manufacturer faces a higher light bill, he passes that cost to you. So you face that higher price for the bread. You face that higher price when you go to supermarket. The People's National Party will expedite the addition of renewable energy to the national grid. We will do so with the primary objective, reduce the cost of energy so that you can get cheaper prices, so that the manufacturer's price does not have to be, the manufacturer's cost is not increased. Comrades, the reality is that this administration has not grown the economy by any meaningful degree. And the People's National Party has a suite of policy objectives. We are going to provide tax write-offs to companies that use their resources to promote upskilling. So if they pay for a course for their employees, we will allow them to claim back the money that they have paid to upskill their staff from their hard contribution. So we know that they know are lacking in their employees, and they are the best placed upskill their staff. So the government under the People's National Party will provide corporations and companies tax write-offs so that they can upskill you, so that you can be competent and you can be qualified to work in an advanced economy that will be created under the People's National Party. I will say one last thing. The finance minister got on a Central Kingston last Sunday and she called up my name. I wrote an article that essentially underscored the point that the Jamaica Labour Party does not deserve a third term. But apparently the minister was having another pro-box moment, so she never did her reads up properly. She did not understand what I wrote about. My article, Minister Williams, was not complimentary of the Labour Party. I was fair and I was balanced. But the fundamental point is that the Labourites should not be given a third term. And while I leave you, I say, if we make the mistake of putting back Andrew and his crew in power, we will suffer for the next 5 years. And we cannot allow that. One love, comrades.
Oh, Mr. Cleveland Tomlinson. Wow. That young man is 25 years old. I'm just putting that out there. And I want you guys to remember what he said about employment. If you are employed for an hour, you're considered that you're employed to snub this country, as if an hour can do anything for your life. But moving right along. Next we have Mr. Dr. Fenton Ferguson.
The General St. Thomas make welcome Dr. Fenton Ferguson.
Comrade, chairpersons of this historic meeting, our comrade leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, our General Secretary, one of the most loyal General Secretaries I've ever met as it relates to his leader. I want to recognize former Minister, Comrade Peter Bunting, an opposition spokesman on national security. But I believe, comrades, the two candidates for East and West St. Thomas, they have spoken for themselves. They represent two of the most confident candidates I've seen in a very, very long time. I want to recognize the candidate for East Portland. East Portland, Comrade Isaac. I overlooked my friend Philip Paulwell, a man from St. Thomas. Man from St. Thomas. All the other distinguished comrades on the platform. And I want to recognize the comrades, the workers, the blood and fire comrades of the People's National Party. Comrades, I know tonight is the night for the candidates and the comrade leader. Because if the candidates can't win, the comrade leader can't take charge of government. And so, when we gather tonight, and I look also in the audience, and I say, Comrade Andre Stevens with 10,000 people between Jamaica and the diaspora looking at our meeting tonight. It tells me that the People's National Party and its leadership in St. Thomas is ready for victory.
No, big up Mr. Fergus. And big up Andre. Yes. Like the recognition. And big up all the other vlogger them sing, man. You understand? But you can't understand the impact. You understand what I say? Like how they recognize the thing. That is a good look. It's credit to the PNP. They always do it. Let's continue.
Let me hear you say, ready for victory. Ready for victory. Comrades, tonight reminds me of that period of 1993. I feel the power tonight. And I know this is the kind of spirit we had when we became, myself and Comrade Anthony Hilton, became giant killers in 1993. And so tonight, we are at it again. We are fielding in St. Thomas two candidates that in my mind, and the party's mind, and the people's mind, are ready for the people. They have been tried and tested. They have been tried and tested. And therefore, what we are waiting for now is the date. But I said to you, comrades, I know many of you don't see me. You don't see the general out there on the ground moving yet. But let me tell you, comrades, I am 100% behind Comrade Yvonne Rosemary Shaw. I am 100% behind my friend, the general in the West, Ryan. And so, comrades, my role, and I believe when you have served 27 and a half continuous years, you have to say thank God, and thank God to the people of Eastern St. Thomas. But I want to beg you all, keep the peace. Don't let them draw you out. I remember a period when my offices were burnt down. And we got tents and went into the divisions and into the districts and meet with the people. Don't make anybody draw you out. Not because you have ISAT. Not because you have ISAT around, who is one of the best criminal law in the country. But we want to use him for better purpose. Better purpose. We have more for him to do. The party leader is eager to get to Jamaica House. And I say to you, comrades, It is better to be on the inside of Jamaica House, wondering what is going on Hope Road, than to be on Hope Road, wondering what is going on in Jamaica House. So I said to those out there, Mark Jefferson Golden represents the best of what Jamaica has to offer at this time. Those who want to get involved with the sideshows, we are not into a sideshow. We are into getting the country to settle down again. The candidates have spoken about some of the local issues. I want to say, and I know Comrade Rose, no. We have done many things on which, especially Comrade Rose, can campaign on that we covered during my time. Many persons don't know that Paul Bogle High School was the first standalone junior high school to be built in the country. Many of you don't know that the China Goodwill Center for Early Childhood, 2 members of parliament got those schools. Fenton Ferguson in the east, and there is a constituency by the name of St. Andrew West Central that got the second one. I know most of you know which constituency that is, so I don't have to tell you. But 2 of us got that China Goodwill Center, the most modern basic school in the country. So people don't understand St. Thomas has been first with a lot of things during this period. So when you see persons running around and saying what Fenton Ferguson has done, we send thousands of your children to school, starting from basic school to high school to university. We lose count of doctors and lawyers and teachers and agriculturalists in this parish. So I just said to you, comrades, there is nothing to be ashamed of. You know, and I'm appealing to those comrades who stayed home in 2020. I am begging you, give Rose my vote now. She is deserving of it. She has served you well. And I am saying, come out along with those who voted. Some of you still don't know even how to look in my eyes. But I am saying, come out and support Rose now. And come looking at my eye and then big. Open up. Come look. So I look in to see when I go out there. And when you listen to Willie Plan over in the West, him deserve a chance. He has never lost. You don't lose nothing, Willie. No, he has never lost. Don't mash up him average now and don't mash up him thing. He has never lost. So comrades, you have the party leader. So I just want to leave with you. I am around. I am here. I am on board. So anybody who have draw back and don't know what I'm going to do, I say, come now. Come make the thing mellow. Come now and make we get back again as a family. Move in St. Thomas in this phase. Because a lot of them behave as if all the projects going on now was their ideas. Never was. What we want now is the unity of purpose, the dignity, the integrity, and our people continue to learn and continue to see the wisdom of my fanaticism when it comes to education and training. God bless you, comrades. God bless you. God bless you.
We had the youth with the fire, and the young lady at first giving the feminine energy, and then the youth with the intelligence. You know what I mean? The male energy. Both of them intelligent, but Mr. Tomlinson just more calm, cool, and collected. Other young lady, I love her. I love her energy. Guys, tell me what you think about Kimberly. She's definitely a fire starter, and we need that energy, because I think our people are too calm and docile sometimes. I need that energy, and I love how Mr. Tomlinson went at Faithful Williams respectfully, and call the economy what it is, a failing economy. And we need real power, we need real change, we need real ideas. So we can get our dollar and our economy and everything where we want it to be. A better life, a better quality life for everybody. And then the elder came in, and I think this will bring healing, because they know the history. We know the history of what happened to Mr. Ferguson. He's still here, and the unity is there amongst the candidates. You understand? So this was a great balance between speakers. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. All right. Moving on to the next. Well, there ain't no rush. It's just me and shout out to everybody. In case anybody watches this, shout out to everybody in Bus Life supporters out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people that support Mono Vietnam still. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all. Shout out to the people that used to support me, but don't support me no more. So shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Part of the journey, you know what I'm saying? That's life. It is what it is, man. It's what it is. For people I don't rock with, I still don't rock with you. Life is life, isn't it? Yeah. It is what it is. I can't believe I came on here. What's the last time I came on here live? There was an actual show in the chat. I said, my old channel right here, trolls came in the chat. So one of them, person was saying, okay, you live. Why you live? It was a troll. Like, what? Like, man, what you talking about don't even need a response. You don't even deserve a response. So I didn't respond. Sometimes they don't deserve a response. But looking back at it now, what the heck is wrong with these people? I thought I had my immune pack. You know what I'm saying? I thought I got the flea spray, the bug spray, I thought I sprayed the whole place. Next thing I knew, here comes a bug. So I had to squash the bug, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to squash the bug. The bug got squashed, y'all. Bug got squashed. That was that. No no more bugs. There might be bugs on the rest of your mugs, but it ain't no bugs on me. Might be bugs on the rest of your mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. I'm not trying to have no bugs come over here. This channel gotta be bug free. Yes, Lord. Bug free, ladies and gentlemen. Bug free. Man, I like how. You know, I wish things was different. I don't know everything that's going on, but you know, I did get on this time. I'm trying to do well to some extent, man. Listen. For the ones that are still supporting Bus Life, listen, man. We've been through the storms. We've seen all types of stuff. So, hey, we made for this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made for this too. So, hey, don't even worry about it. Stuff gonna work stuff out. You know, we all going. And the word is love. You know what I'm saying? The word is love. The word is love. So we're gonna get into this next. Hey y'all, what's happening? It's your brother Bolo BNR. We in the space again, and tonight was crazy. St. Thomas, Jamaica was absolutely lit, and we got 3 speakers, man. 3 dynamic speakers. 2 of massive experience in the People's National Party. We got Mr. Peter Bunting, Philip Paulwell, and Dr. Nathan Campbell. So without any further ado, all I ask that you do is hit that like button coming through the door. And yeah, let's start right here and hear what they gotta say, baby.
St. Thomas, are you so nice? Comrade leader, comrades on the platform, comrades, workers and warriors in St. Thomas, good evening. Comrade Jensek, on your instructions, I've spent the last 4 days walking the hills and valleys of Region 5, St. Elizabeth and Manchester. And I've been speaking to a lot of young people, and I want to share what a lot of them have been saying to me face to face as we go house to house, including in Montpelier housing scheme in your division, MC. They say, Comrade Bunting, Comrade Portia Simpson, Comrade Peter Phillips, Comrade Fenton, Comrade Marky G, yourself, that cabinet and executive of 2012 to 2016 took Jamaica from the edge of economic meltdown and set it on a path that these people took over 10 years ago. So why are we not better off in Jamaica now? They say, Comrade Bunting, why the economy not growing to give us a better life? Why worker productivity is so low? Because heart not functioning and education not functioning. She said, why investment? Comrade, settle down in the front. Comrade, settle down in the front. Settle down. Comrade, you gotta speak with them for me now. Just close it. So, they say, Comrade Bunting, why having inherited that, are mothers afraid to go to the Mandeville Regional Hospital to deliver babies because the maternal mortality rate is 10 times what it was? Why children leaving primary school are not literate and numerate? Why high schoolers, less than 20% leaving high school with CXC, the 5 CXCs, including maths and English. And they said to me, Comrade Bunting, even though the murder rate is lower this year and we're thankful for it, is the People's National Party we thank for taking these people to court and stopping the wasteful states of emergency that has allowed a better deployment of the GSF. So we can credit them for that, because more Jamaicans have been murdered under Andrew Owens' 2-term than under any other 2-term under any other prime minister in the history of Jamaica. So, Comrade Leader, I really have to think about it. And when I answer the young people, here is what I have to tell them, and it's the truth. The truth is that the vast majority of the JLP leadership are food people. You know, eater food people. They're not in it because they want to help people or because they love people. They are in it to enrich themselves. Them come to scrape. And whether you talk about the medical procurement, we all know them can't tell us who own the company that's selling the expensive drill to the Ministry of Health. All know them can't tell us why there was no tender for the old buses and why them just choose a company we never import bus before or never in that business. All know them can't tell us why them rent a space in Mandeville for the same 10 to 12 million a month from 2019 and them paying rent all now and the building empty same way. And these people, comrades, will tell any lie, spread any propaganda, any misinformation to cling to power because they know in their hearts that the only other term they deserve is a prison term for robbing the taxpayers of this country. Comrades, after 10 long years in office, they are suddenly promising everything and attempting to trick everyone, cutting ribbons and announcing the same projects over and over again. Them all are cut ribbon for install stoplight and street light. But comrades, God not asleep. And people are open now. Time come for these wicked people to pay for their sins. Time come for an orange wave to sweep them away, like how the Red Sea swept away Pharaoh's army. Comrades, this campaign is not just about winning the next election. It's about creating a bright future for the next generation. It's about rescuing our democracy. It's about justice. This campaign is about making sure taxpayers' money, rather than fattening the many bank accounts of the greedy, that taxpayers' money is instead spent upgrading our schools,
Yeah, I
our
like this energy.
hospitals, our infrastructure. That money is spent paying our teachers, our nurses,
Let's
our
go.
police officers, our public servants. Paying them better, not the 0% offer now on the table.
Talk to him.
This campaign is about putting an administration into office that genuinely cares for people, rather than this wicked regime that bullies and threatens public servants, that finds scores of poor St. Thomas people 200,000 each for not wearing a mask or breaching curfew during COVID.
Never forget. Wicked and wicked.
And while they are fining the poor people these huge 200,000 fines, their cabinet ministers on No Movement Day partying and drinking pink champagne at New Kingston Hotel. This is not a government for poor people. Comrades, this campaign is about putting someone in Jamaica House whose hands are clean and whose heart is pure. Someone whose statutory returns are certified. Someone who is not under investigation for illicit enrichment. Someone who comes to serve and not to scrape. Comrades, this campaign is about making sure people that time come for a better life for you and your generations. One love, one heart.
Man never mixing words. Understand? Mr. Peter Bunting. Wow, powerful. Moving on to the next speaker.
I feel at home tonight. Comrade Party Leader, I greet you. Our chairpersons, our two candidates, comrades on the platform, comrades all, good evening, St. Thomas. I was born at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the most modern hospital at the time of my birth. Party leader, I was coming here tonight, minding my own business, and I passed by my constituency office. And I see a pile of people. So I ask, what wrong? Them want come and St. Thomas too. East Kingston, people, pick up yourself at the back. But comrades, let me start firstly by paying tribute to my party leader. I have said it before that he is the best legislator that we have had in the history of our parliament. But I also want to say that the party leader, like all of us, we believe in the institution called the People's National Party. And I want to big up the party leader for the work that he has done in rebuilding our party and making us a united force this time to take on the JLP. And like Benton, I am also 100% behind Comrade Rosemary Shaw to take Eastern St. Thomas. And likewise, I am also 100% beside the former mayor, Comrade Hubert Williams, to take Western St. Thomas. Time come, time come, time come. My proudest time as a man from St. Thomas was when Fergie and Tony controlled the parish. I used to pick up my chest and walk about the place. Me are from St. Thomas. Not so nice these days. Not so nice these days. So I want, when September comes, for the parish to be returned to the People's National Party. And we have many reasons for that. There's a reason why they can't call election, you know. There is a fundamental reason, Comrade Bunting dealt with some. But I believe the reason why they can't call elections because they know that people are not happy. People are unhappy. People are upset because time hard, time rough. It's the first term party leader that I see so many people coming to my constituency office asking me for help, for food, for food. So you are suffering. And among the many reasons you are suffering is also because the price of electricity is too high. Fenton will tell you that Sister P had commissioned me, if we had formed the government in 2016, to make sure that St. Thomas was the first parish to get 100% electrification. Nothing has happened since our time. And the price of electricity has moved almost doubled in the last 9.5 years. But all of a sudden, people start to talk about the high price of electricity. We have been talking about it since 2017. But recently I hear the minister say the price of electricity is too high. This is after 9 years in a government where they did absolutely nothing to change how electricity is generated, is transmitted and distributed in Jamaica. And comrades, we brought the price down from 2012 to 2016 to about 23 cents, from 32 cents. And during the life of this government, every year we have been to Parliament to say this thing called electricity you are not paying attention to it. It is the reason why so many things are so expensive, and that you need to do some things. We brought to Parliament 3 years ago a resolution to deal with the amount of electricity theft we face in this country, because those of you who pay your electricity bill, every time you got to pay your bills, it's 20% of that you don't use. And there are our Jamaicans who use it because they can't afford it. And I put forward a resolution to address the problem 3 years now, and it's just all of a sudden we hear them talk about electricity. And comrades, they're talking about JPSCO, the license. It's the same license that we had to deal with to bring down the price of electricity in 2016, you know. Today, the minister is saying that give him 2 years in going to deal with the JPSCO license. And I asked him the question, why wait for 2 years? If you believe that the license needs to be changed, why don't you call in the JPSCO people as we did? Remember when we only had cable and wireless as a monopoly? You remember that many years ago? We called in cable and wireless and say, you have 40 more years in your license. But we can't live with one telephone company alone. We have to introduce competition. So I'm saying to the minister, if you believe that that is the solution to high electricity prices, why wait for 2 more years? Why are you playing politics at this time with the future of the country? Comrades, we want to ensure that you have your own ability to generate your electricity. So Fenton, one of the things we're going to be doing is to use micro facilities, micro solar generating facility to provide electricity to those communities that don't have it today. And we're going to also enable those of you who wish to generate your own electricity using what God has given us, the sun. Thank you, Father. We are going to use solar to make sure that the price of electricity can be generated by you. But you know what is so disheartening, and it's a part of this ribbon cutting thing. Recently the government go and announce that they're going to reduce GCT on electricity. But it's a 3-card trick, because there are some persons who weren't paying GCT at all. Those who use 150 kilowatt hours of electricity per month. The government slapped on a 7% GCT on them, and then decide that because it's election time, them going to give them a subsidy. And them don't say how long the subsidy going to last. But worse than that, those people who are the poorest, who use prepaid facility to have electricity, for the first time, without any subsidy, those persons today have to pay 7% GCT on their electricity. And that, I believe, is a wicked act by a wicked government. And we're going to have to change that, Comrade Leader. So as we look forward to the date, and he's running out of time, you know. He's running out of time. We can almost tell you which day it has to be. Yes, I know you want it tomorrow, but it'll come. It has to happen sooner than later. And I want to make sure that the parish of my birth, this parish, will give us true love. True love. From the east, true love. I want to say, Comrade Hubert Williams, the next Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas. And I want to see the lovely Rose. I love her, you see. The next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas. Comrades, I shall return. One love, one heart.
Yeah, GSCO.
Wow. Powerful from Mr. Paul. I never knew that Mama P had those big plans for St. Thomas if they had one in 2016. Well, St. Thomas, want to do the right thing, you know, because the energy minister have a special place in our heart for, you know, town and parish of him birth. And trust me, any development, more development, the better. You understand? So we welcome it. We want to see Jamaica elevate. But you don't know, at the Gen Sec time, you know, I know him not play. One Dr. Dayton Campbell.
Ease. God is good and all the time. They should know that we are God-fearing people, you know. Let me say greetings to our incoming Prime Minister. In a matter of weeks, we are all going to go up to Jamaica House to swear in Mark Jefferson Golden as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I want to say greetings. I want to say greetings to your counselor. And I want to thank you for the work you did last year in November when they called by-election the Friday before them conference. And you spoiled them party and make her the councillor of the Morant Bay Division. That was the first part of the work. The second part of the work is to ensure that you retire the daughter with the father and get rid of Michelle Charles out of St. Thomas. Greetings. Greetings to the warrior from out of the western end. And all whatever go on with over west, God Pitney still a prosper. All of the comrades on the platform, comrades in the audience, greetings. You know my role already, you know. We have to correct some look at something who are going on in our country. I want to start out with the man from down at Doreen place.
Yes.
I want to talk about the washover vase. Look a bit. Last weekend, we were watching the political space. And whilst we were watching the political space, we saw where something came out that the other people, them having a meeting down by Central Kingston, and it was disrupted because some shots were fired in close vicinity to the meeting. We saw, hey, hold on, man. Hold on, I'm not compete with nobody, you know. Hold on, man. Hold on. Once we were watching what is taking place, we saw the member of parliament from Portland Western go up on stage down at center and play one little song saying about out some people. And then he goes on and cut cross him neck 2 times. He went to Central Kingston and he accused the People's National Party of causing shots to be fired to disrupt their meeting. The police, the body that has the responsibility and the resources to investigate these things, investigated the matter and said there is no politics involved in the matter. The ombudsman office where them put in the electoral office where comrade leader go take out and put it back on its own and give it back its independence. Also said they check and there is no political tension in Central Kingston. Then why this man get up and accuse the People's National Party when the police and the ombudsman say it not political? And then he is going to say he refuses to apologize. I walk around in a little bad mind shirt where him say him have on. But I have a message here tonight. I want the Ombudsman office to deal with that matter because we cannot have a minister of government going around with these inflammatory and divisive remarks. I want members of the private sector organization of Jamaica, I know it might be your friend, but I want you to talk up against it because we do not want any political violence in the country. I want members from NIA and JAMP and civil society to talk up against it. The police have said it is not political. The ombudsman says it's not political. So I want the civil society members to speak out against it.
Totally agree.
But Mr. Vaz, don't worry yourself. You know what? Apologize. Don't worry yourself. We have some people down at West Portland tell me say them finger out like this. Just a wait for your prime minister to call the date because them have one ex to put beside the head and send you guy your yard.
We think of peace and safety. Political election disruption for them.
They want to get up and behave as if they are bullies. As my grandfather would have said, like them a bullbuck and dopey conquer. Well, we now make no mash up this or something here. The country is ready for change. Labor rights are run scared because they know what is coming. And we now make no mash up this or something here. All when we don't tear down flag and tear down billboard, we still as a PNP, we still as a time come, we still as a Marky G, we still as a get rid of them.
Turn up the thing.
Make them know Gen Sec, them think of chattings.
Turn up.
We come in peace. This is the party of the people. We're not supporting any violent act against any other Jamaican. We come in peace. The word has been, still remains, and will forever be love. We come to build this country, not break it down. We come to look out for the people, not look out for ourselves. So Labour Party, get out of the way and let the PNP return to government and progress to the people of this country. I hear a next one, you know. Come out the other day, them have gospel concert. What a thing. The same people who say you must stick to the evil where you know, and them say them have gospel concert, you know. The man say if we stick to the evil where we know, you can't believe that. For me Bible tell me if we shun the very appearance of evil. But I hear one of them go down to the gospel concert, the one that our former mayor, Brother Ryan, is going to get rid of. Politically, Mr. Cliff used a nationwide, I meant get rid of him politically, beat him in the election. But don't mix me up.
Yo, me love it.
And him say, him nah this and him nah that, and him a call up a leader of the party name. And one of the things when him say him have a problem with is what took place at the opening of the urban center. Now when I came into this politics here, you have all sorts of people inside of politics. But you meet people and you know good people when you see them. She called on stage your former MP. And I am telling you this. In all of my interaction in politics, I can say it without fear of contradiction. Dr. Fenton Ferguson is a decent human being.
No, that's a big recommendation right there. Wow.
She called him on stage and she's trying to style him. Now she couldn't do that to me, you know.
Me
but
worse.
me don't have the level of salvation there yet. Jesus
Exactly.
is still working on me.
Make them know, Mr. Campbell.
But just take it easy. The leader of the party said that it was a classless act. And I agree. It was a classless act that she committed. The man said that is somehow disrespectful and that him want him go apologize for that. I want to ask the member of parliament from Western St. Thomas. You know, see what Miami Herald write about you, sir?
Wait, did I miss something?
You never see what Miami Herald write about you. I mean, know you love to sue, because you sue me right now because me talk my mind. But me like how you never ask Miami Herald for retract or if you apologize and you never sue them. If you are going to send out somebody if you come talk to a good leader, I can't them man they will send out. Go and go answer Miami Herald before you call my boldly name in your mouth.
Wait, what is in the Miami Herald? Who? What?
No. Me having a problem with my Prime Minister of the country currently, you know. Because the Prime Minister don't love the truth. And the Prime Minister don't love the progress of the people. Last year when we were campaigning in local government, the Prime Minister got on a Trelawney and say him I go turn Clarkstown. Clarkstown him say? Say him I go turn Clarkstown into a city. The budget come March, not in the Clarkstown 2024. The budget come March 2025, not in the Clarkstown. The Prime Minister since evening gone down at St. Elizabeth say him I got on Treasure Beach in the 3rd city in Jamaica. No. Tonight, you see so?
No, I lie I tell you. Nothing can go so. Really?
If you're not careful, you know, the Prime Minister give away everything, all we pick them with the body, him I go give away, you know. Because him a promise everything.
Talk true. Desperate. Very desperate.
And then when the PNP makes a proposal to benefit the people, a proposal to say that we will put a deposit of fund in place so that young people 35 and under can get a $500,000 grant towards buying a house to help them pay for the deposit. The Prime Minister of the country is fighting against it. How can young people support a Prime Minister who is fighting against you getting $500,000 towards the payment of your deposit? I want the young people, them especially, take stock of what go on, you know. I want you stop and listen to the argument what go on. Now, the leaders asked me to speak on agriculture. St. Thomas is one of those parishes where agriculture is one of the mainstay of the economy, or you earn a living. We have realized some things. That this government, when they took office, we were importing 830 million US dollar worth of food into Jamaica per year. Last year, we imported 2 times the amount that we were importing when this government took office because they are doing nothing to help the local farmers. All them are do is give import license to friend and company to carry food coming to the country.
Where's the lie? Where's the actual lie?
I mean, I tell you if you ask somebody about it, but I can't bother go back a quote again, you know. I can't bother with it. We have proposed, and I'm just going to take 2 of them. We have proposed that we are going to do some special economic zones for agriculture that is geared towards production for export purposes. So those nice arable lands that you have in the parish of St. Thomas, we want to get our local farmers, our local people to go and occupy and produce on those lands. Produce the items that we have a competitive advantage in so that we can export them to other places in the world and you can earn money to take care of yourself and take care of your families. And the second thing, we have several institutions that were built by the People's National Party. You know, PB, you see some young people ask you some question. You hear them with the argument say PNP no do nothing in 18 years?
Yes.
In the 18 years, PNP do a whole heap of something. UDC, NHF, RADA, JUTC, Tourism Enhancement Fund, National Health Fund, Jug for the Elderly Program, Chase Fund, the PART Program, They claim that they are the best government. In the last 10 years, ask them to name one. Nobody got two. Ask them to name one institution that they have built in this country. We built the Tourism Enhancement Fund so you can use that to build out the tourism product in the country. We built Universal Service Fund, Comrade Philip Hallwell there here. Them are used now to put up Wi-Fi hotspots all over the country. It is the PNP that do that. We built the National Health Fund, where them are used now for renovate health center, hospitals. Time come now for a dedicated fund for the farmers of this country. The next PNP government is going to put in place the Agriculture Development Fund. That Agricultural Development Fund will ensure that the farmers in St. Thomas can get the heavy duty equipment to come down here and plow the land and help you with land preparation, can help you with the things you need, the input into your farm, can help you with storage, with irrigation, with market, so that you can go there and produce, feed the nation, and take care of your families. Now, a few years ago, you know, when a man a smoke a local spliff, they used to lock him up and give them criminal record. It got to a point where they lock up a youth named Mario Dean. Some of you remember him. He was beaten whilst in lockup and he died. Mark Golding was the Minister of Justice. And he moved a piece of legislation to decriminalize the personal use of marijuana so police can haul and pull a youth for a local spliff. He didn't stop there. He expunged the record, meaning that the criminal record that you got before because of the spliff, you can get it taken off your record. And when you had that, you couldn't go on farm work. You couldn't work for government. It is Mark Jefferson Golding that ensured that we moved that piece of legislation so poor people are no longer disadvantaged by the system. In his 4 years in office, he passed over 120 pieces of legislation. Remember when you have vote for an MP, say the primary role you have vote for them to do is to go to parliament, go make new law, go amend law where they there, and repeal law when need to come off of the book. That's the primary function that you're voting for people. During his term as Minister of Justice, he passed over 120 pieces of legislation in just 4 years. I don't know how the PNP has allowed the Labour Party to take liberty with good leaders so long. But we not do it no more. Arms also used to go on butcher Mark Barry Banton would say can't go on no more. A few years ago, we had some students that were in Ukraine studying medicine and other things. Russia and Ukraine started a war, and Russia dropped bomb over Ukraine. The students reach out because now their life is in danger. They reach out to ask for help to come home. The Labour Party government offered them loans in order for them to come back home. Remember, say a student, them and they're not working. Loans them offer them to leave a country where bombs are dropped and come back at their yard. Mark Golding went into his account, take out his personal money and send it to the Jamaican students in Ukraine so they could come home to their families. It's a caring leader we're talking about, you know. The Prime Minister of the country went to Parliament, said that he has information that criminals selling lands over Portmore and that he can't continue and them are going to go over there, go deal with the situation. The next day they went over there with bulldozers and lit down poor people's house. Look a bit after that, they went down in St. Catherine and people that were occupying lands given to them by Michael Joshua Manley, them served them notice that them have to come and fight. Mark Golding got lawyers and took the government to court to get an injunction so them could throw people off of the land where them live on for over a generation and more. So labor rights are trying to trivialize the thing. Labor rights are trying to trivialize the thing. Labor rights trying to have a conversation about the color of his skin without having a conversation about his intellectual capacity and the size of his heart. Them won't have conversation about whether I'm talk English or Patois. Well, if you are going to care back Pitney from country when Bama job, chat it Patois all you want and carry them back on them yard. If you are going to prevent poor people being thrown off land, chat the Patois anytime you feel like and carry them back.
Good argument that.
It's leader we want. The country needs leadership. The country needs somebody that understands the legislation as a social conscience, somebody that will work to ensure that your life is better. And it needs somebody that has proven that they value family and commitment. 30 odd years ago, Mark Golding went into the ghetto in Augustown and he found himself a wife, a princess, a Nubian goddess. He made her into his wife and 35 years later, he is still loving him one wife. Nobody now fearing nobody.
Hold it, Mr. Dr. Dayton Cap. Hold it. No, sir. No last to my phone. Hey, pick up the selector, yeah, man. Lover's choice.
You see how this stay? You see how this stay? You see how this stay? But comrades, I am looking forward to Jamaica having a leader who is here to serve, who has the competence to serve, the intellectual capacity, who is caring and committed and patriotic with all the options that he had as a born Jamaican with other opportunities. He could have easily gone elsewhere, but he decided to stay here and serve the people of Jamaica. So make welcome the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, the President of the People's National Party, Mark Jefferson Golding.
All right, we did that in another speech, another video. Big up Mr. Dr. Dayton Campbell and Philip Palwell and Peter Bunting. Let me know what you guys think about what was said. The PNP is definitely turning up the heat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you can see the heat is turned up. You see me? That is it. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. What you waiting on? Alright. That's it. I'm gonna take my ASS to bed. I'm tired. See y'all on the next one. Alright, peace.